Bore da. These days we are all bombarded with those nuisance telephone calls and emails that we receive, people wanting something from us. We have the politicians wanting our vote. We have the bankers wanting our money. We have insurance companies wanting our business. So many people saying, give me, give me, give me. And in the midst of all this clamour, there is another who is asking something from us. And that is God himself. Almost some 3,000 years ago, wise King Solomon wrote in the book of Proverbs this invitation that comes from God. And it comes to you and to me afresh this morning. My son, give me your heart. By asking for our hearts, God invites us to give ourselves to him, to allow him to become the central person in our lives, to involve him at the deepest level in everything that we do. When I think of God asking for our hearts, I'm reminded of a decision that I made some 37 years ago to ask the girl I loved, who is now my wife, to share my life. This meant that I gave her access to every area of my life. We shared our dreams and planned our future together. We were determined to live to please each other. We are still married. We've had our ups and our downs, but I still reckon this is one of the best decisions that I ever made, to give her my heart. And when God says, give me your heart, I believe he wants us to make room for him in our lives, to place our future in his hands, and to live a life that will please him. God asking us to give him central place in our lives is a big challenge. And the big question is this: has God the right this morning to ask or demand my heart? Well, I believe he has, for 3 reasons. First of all, he has the right because he is absolute ruler. Whether we acknowledge it or not, whether we resist him or not, whether we believe in him or not, we must remember that God is sovereign and God can do what he wants, when he wants, how he wants, with who he wants, and he doesn't need your permission or mine. You see, as a human race, sometimes we behave as if we are in supreme control and act as if our power is absolute. We need to recognize that we are subject to a greater power. If this coronavirus has said anything to us, he has reminded us of how limited our resources are and how small and insignificant very often we are, and how great and awesome our God is. 1 Chronicles 29:11 says, yours, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the majesty and the splendor, for everything in heaven and earth is yours. Yours, O Lord, is the kingdom. You are exalted as head over all. On the basis of his right to rule, I believe he has the divine right to ask for our hearts. Then secondly, can I suggest he has the right because he gave himself for us. The Bible says that God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. My friend, if God has given his Son as a sacrifice on the cross of Calvary for us, how much more should we give our hearts and our lives to him? One hymn writer says, "How can I withhold one precious thing from thee, when thou hast given thine own dear self for me?" Paul said, "The Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me." So he has the right because he's absolute ruler. He has the right because he has given himself for us. And can I suggest he has the right to make this demand because he has good plans for us. Listen to those famous words of Jeremiah 29:11. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And so he says to you this morning, "My son, give me your heart." What will your response be? I trust it will be with the songwriter. "Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, every moment I awake. Lord, have your way in me."